First time being arrested, I was 14. I went in Mr. Hendrick's candy store, and he had the cash register open. And I took a handful of money. And at that time, he said, "I'm going to your mother." And Mr. Pete O'Brien, who was a police officer, he said, "No, I'm going to take him down to the youth house." And he took me down to the youth house. You know, I never made it home for him to tell my mother. He did tell my mother where I was at that night. And that was my first time in Essex County, which is a county in New Jersey, youth house on Sussex Avenue. I was 14 then. Where I grew up at, you can go next door to whomever's house. And the old-fashioned way to go next door and get a cup of sugar, well, that was true for me. You know, I come from a family of 10, 7 boys, 3 girls. My parents got divorced at 14, when I was 14 rather, and my life went haywire. I'm the 3rd oldest, and the first and only in my family to go to prison, abuse drugs, go to prison, abuse drugs. I did 38 months for bank robbery. And I never forget the time when me and my co-defendants did get caught after 5 times. I never forget the time when we was in the county jail and they said, "Listen, you're gonna go to prison, young man, because you took Rockefeller's money." At that time, you know, Nelson Rockefeller, the Rockefeller family was the money people of the country. And yes, if the question is, did it bother me? It bothered the hell out of me. And, you know, because they had to wait till I turned 18 to sentence me in federal court. You know, we robbed the bank from my freshman year to my senior year, and I was only 17. Now, my co-defendants went to youth camps, but they signed a statement against me that I was the brains and all that. So the federal government prosecuted me. The state government prosecuted them. And that's how that turned out. And I never forget that morning when we walked into the federal building. My mother didn't want to go, nobody didn't want to go, so me and my father went. This is the first time I saw my father cry, you know, because when the judge said to me, he said, "If I was to let you go, the taxpayers of this state would shun down on me. But if I was to incarcerate you, you might come out as a better criminal." So when he said that, I said, "I'm gonna get probation." This is what I said up in my mind. "But I must make you learn a lesson." And then he put the gavel down, 38 months.